How do you go from getting fired to building a billion-dollar empire? Seriously, how? Today, we're diving into the incredible story of a media titan who was told his ideas would never, ever work, and then he went on to prove everyone wrong, becoming a massive force in global entertainment.
So, who's the man at the center of this incredible story? His name is Manoj Punjabi.
And the contrast between where he started and where he is now is just wild. I mean, think about it. Then, fired from a job in 3 months, constantly underestimated, literally told that local Indonesian stories would never travel. And now, he's a billionaire, a direct partner with Hollywood, and pretty much known everywhere as the king of Southeast Asian content.
So yeah, the question is staring us right in the face. How on earth did he pull that off? How does one person build such a powerhouse against all those odds? Well, let's break it down. It turns out his entire empire was really built on a single, powerful vision. One that, at the time, most people just couldn't wrap their heads around. And this quote right here, this says it all. He wanted Indonesian stories on the panggung dunia, the world stage. But here's the kicker. He wasn't aiming for some small niche corner. He wanted them to be a main attraction, not just some quirky alternative you stumble upon. That single idea, that ambition, that's the key to everything that follows. To reach a goal that huge, his first move was, honestly, brilliant. He didn't start with movies. He started with a plan to completely take over television first. So he founded MD Entertainment back in 2003 and wasted no time. Just 2 years later, boom, he scores his first big TV award. But the real knockout punch came in 2008 with a show called Cinta Fitri. That thing became a monster hit that just dominated primetime for years and years. And see, that was the genius of the strategy. It wasn't just about getting good ratings. These shows, because they ran for so long and people loved them, they were methodically building a huge, incredibly loyal fan base, an audience that became the bedrock for everything he would do next. With that loyal army of fans ready to follow him anywhere, he was set for his next, even bigger play, conquering the big screen. And he didn't just dip a toe in, he cannonballed. His films were immediate, colossal hits. 2 of them, Ayat Ayat Cinta and Habibi and Ainun, both pulled in over 4.7 million viewers. And then came the big one, KKN di Desa Penari, which just smashed all expectations and became the highest-grossing Indonesian movie of all time. Just to put his dominance into perspective, there was this film, Laskar Pelangi, that was like an institution. It held the box office record for years. And Punjabi's film, Iper Adalah Maut, just strolled in and broke it. He wasn't playing in the same league anymore. He was setting the records. But it gets better. He was more than a record breaker. He was an industry shaper. He spotted the potential in local horror, a genre that was kind of in a slump, and he created what's now known as the Donner universe. In doing that, he basically single-handedly brought the whole genre back to life. All right, so you've conquered TV, you've conquered movies at home. If you're Manoj Punjabi, what's the next logical step? You gotta take Indonesia to the world. And he did it by aiming for the absolute highest standard. You know that filmed for IMAX tag? That's not just some tech spec. It's a seal of quality that's usually just for massive blockbusters like Dune or Joker. So when his film, Batara Wuhi di Desa Penari, became the very first movie from Southeast Asia to get that mark, it was a huge statement. Of course, in today's world, global reach means streaming. So he went all in, striking deals with the biggest names out there, Netflix, Disney+, all the major players. This was the key to getting his local stories in front of eyeballs anywhere on the planet. And did those partnerships work? Yeah. Just take one of his shows, Layang and Pudus. It wasn't just a hit at home. It became a trending topic in over 25 countries. We're talking the US, Japan, Turkey, all over. That's a local story going truly global. Then, to complete his control over the entire system, he made what he called a game-changer move. He bought a national broadcast TV station and rebranded it as MDTV. So now he controls production, movie theaters, digital streaming, and old-school broadcast TV. The whole shebang. So, let's talk about the bottom line. When you add all of this up, what does that success actually look like in dollars and cents?
Well, when his company went public, it didn't just catch the eye of local investors. Nope. The global tech giant Tencent came in and bought a huge 14.6% stake. That is a massive vote of confidence and a whole lot of capital from one of the biggest companies in the world.
And the personal result of all this empire building? Forbes put him on its 50 richest list with an estimated net worth of over $1 billion, with a B.
And look, this isn't just about the money. This made him the first film producer in the entire history of Indonesia to make that Forbes list. It was a landmark moment, proving that the creative arts could lead to the absolute top of the business world.
So he went from being the underestimated guy who got fired to a billionaire content king who put his country's stories on the map for the whole world to see. And you know what? His story isn't over yet.
Which really just leaves us with one last thought. Punjabi proves that a powerful story from one place, if you tell it with real ambition and quality, can connect with everyone. It kind of makes you wonder, what story from what corner of the world is going to be the next big global thing?